Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Hey Dad RC. And tonight we're going to take a look at the second of two RC cars that were recently sent to me for review by RC Car Maker. Okay, now that we're out of the box, give you a quick look at everything that comes inside the box. A little one-sided use instruction sheet just shows you how to put the battery in, how to charge a battery, how to get the battery covers off, how to operate the car, etc. Little tiny Phillips head screwdriver to get those battery covers off. USB type charger. And you get two of these batteries. These are 600 milliamp hour 3.7 volt lithium ion cells. You get two of those. One is already in the car. Here is your transmitter. Very small, very not much to it, but again, for a car at this price point, what do you expect? And surprisingly, this car comes with the two AA batteries for the transmitter. And surprisingly, first time I think I've ever gotten an RC where the AA's were already installed in the car. Onto the car itself, like I said, this is a two-wheel drive truck. It does have friction dampers. And there is some suspension travel in the back. Not a lot. There's a lot more in the front. The wheels are held on by screws and not nuts. Tires are pretty hard, as you might expect. And this car here, there is no steering rates. So it's one of those cars where you adjust them manually here with this little knob. In here is where the battery goes. Plenty of room in there. No issues with that. I mean, you can actually hear the battery moving around in there. And body shell actually looks pretty nice. You have a plastic spoiler on top. There are 4 body clips, and these are actually plastic clips. I haven't seen these before. But again, like the robot car that I did, I mean, these are RC cars that are well under $20 on Amazon right now. And once again, gearing up for the holiday season. Maybe you have a young kid in the family. Maybe you wanted to try the hobby out on them. Who knows, maybe a neighbor kid that you wanted to do the right thing by, just to kind of get them into it a little bit. I don't think that cars like these, I don't really think that there's anything wrong with getting a small child started out with something like this. And again, with a radio this size, should fit perfectly into their hands. But body shell looks nice, feels nice. Everything here, as you can see, is enclosed. Your motor and everything in there is all enclosed. You have these metal steering links, kind of like you would actually find on your Tamiya cars. And this one has LEDs on the top here, so when the car is on, it kind of makes the body look like it's glowing. And as you might have guessed, this one here is slam bang steering. It's not proportional, and the throttle as well, I believe, is non-proportional. So let's turn the car on. Some nice bright LEDs in the front as well. There's your flashing lights. Just set the body on there for now. And like I said, it's non-proportional steering. It's all left, all right. Nice one, Jeremy. But even with the car sitting on the tabletop, the wheels turn just fine. And here is your throttle inputs. And unlike traditional RCs nowadays, where you're going forward and you go and put the throttle into reverse, with modern ESCs, you get that braking function. You have to hit reverse twice to get it to go into reverse. This car doesn't have that. throttle as well is not proportional. And let's shut the lights off quick, see how this thing looks in the darkness. So there's a look at it in the dark. I think a lot of kids might get a kick out of seeing that. And while I don't think this one is going to be all that heavily powered that it's going to just rip up the terrain outside, one like this, I feel that we should get this one outside in the backyard and just see how it does running around the backyard. Maybe out on the driveway we'll give it a rip, but I'm going to have to wait till this weekend to get that part of this video done, so I'll back on that onto this one. So next time I come back, we'll be outside running this, and I'll give you my follow-up thoughts afterwards. With the included 3.7 cell batteries charged up, it was time to get this car outside to see what it could do. My expectations for this vehicle weren't very high, and thankfully so. Outside in the grass and the dirt, and in the inner bowl part of my track, this car just does not have much power with that small motor and the batteries that are included. It really struggles to get over the grass, especially on a slight uphill grade like we just saw there. This car is at its best out on a flat slab of concrete like this, in the driveway, in the garage, possibly indoors if you have a large enough space. This car has a very wide turning radius, so you're not going to be taking sharp turns. Adding into the fact too that this car has friction dampers, and with those hard tires and those dampers, going over any kind of rough terrain really kind of jostles this car around quite a bit. So you couple the wide turning radius, the friction dampers, and this car being really kind of underpowered, it's really not best suited in my experience to run outdoors. We'll see here, I keep trying to take it over that berm on my track, and it took several attempts before we could finally get it up and over. I think this car would, like I said, be fine for a child of 4, 5, 6 years old as their first RC, as long as we're running it on a smooth spot. But I think for $30 or a little bit more than $30, that there probably are better offerings out there if you just go out there and have a look and read the reviews that are out there on sites like Amazon. I'd like to thank the fine folks over at RC Car Maker for sending me this car to my channel to review. I always have fun doing these reviews, and I always appreciate it. Just as I appreciate all of you taking some time out of your day to check out my videos. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Until next time, everybody stay safe. We'll see you around.